Good. I want to tell you a story.
Story, yeah.
I want to tell you a story.
Story, yeah.
I want to tell you a story.
Story, yeah.
Now you tell me a story.
Huh?
Tell me a story. How much land do you need?
6.
6?
For me, I only need 4.
You can get as much as you want, but
Not too much.
how much will you ever take with you? Not too much. How much will you ever take with you?
3. I meant 4, yeah, 4.
4.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story.
Story, yeah.
I want to tell you a story.
Story, yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Story, yeah.
This is a man whose name was Mr. Mr. Pussy. Mr. Pussy. Now, where did he stay?
In a village.
In a village.
Yeah.
Why do all stories have to be living in a village? Why not in a town? Why not in a tent? Why not homeless? Why do you always start stories with there used to be a man in a village? Why don't we start a story of there used to be a man in the streets? Because we also have a lot of that.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
It's because it's on design. It's on purpose to...
Oh.
They are called templates. Like all stories have to start many years ago.
Hello?
It's Camila. So we are having conversations with my daughter. She's 8. It's her birthday month. And so it just came that because you have to unlearn a lot of these things. So we're having conversations on stories. Yeah? It's your birthday month. Yeah, you are Leo, yeah? When is your birthday?
August.
August what?
22nd.
22nd. And today is date what?
I don't
It's
know.
date 2nd. So in 20 days it will be your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You are Leo, right?
But we're already in August.
Wait, you said your birthday is in August? But we're in August. Today is August 2. Or am I wrong? You know me, I follow the moon, so I know the moon is in Cancer. So I forget about the dates. Let me see if we're in August. Me, I don't even care about the days. I just know where the moon is, which is very funny. Me ufuata mwezi, let me see. Yeah, today is 2nd August, Friday. So in 20 days it is going to be your birthday.
And we're opening a school at 27th.
27th August. You're opening the school in 27th August. This same month. Wow. I didn't know. Thanks for reminding me. So, let's talk about a story. This is a story that was written by some German man. You know, it's always some German somewhere writing this book. It's always, you know them. So the story goes that this man always wanted land. And he was greedy like the president of Kenya when it comes to land, or like all presidents, puppets that you put in power. So, do you remember the story I told you yesterday?
Yeah.
Give us the story.
No, I know, not on that.
You don't want to give us the story?
Yeah.
Then she doesn't feel like giving us the story. So let's just jump right into the live. So today being a Friday, of course, is all about love and appreciation. So since Friday is all about love and appreciation, I would like us to do what you can call like Q&A kind of. So as we are talking, you can have like a Q&A. Okay? Now, everything is mental. And we should always understand that there's a reason why you should always be thinking positive. Most of the time when you call someone on the phone, wanasemanga, ama when you talk to everybody, it's always utire naoru. Utire naoru. You call, say, hey, how are you? Everything is okay. Don't worry. So why do we tell people not to worry? Why is it that all the time you tell people not to worry? I don't worry about it. So why is worrying such a big issue? That's the question. Why is worry a template for this word? Define worry.
Here's the definition of worry. Feel or cause to feel anxious or troubled about actual or potential problems.
So by definition of Google, not my own definition, you are Google scholar, so I'm using your Google. Worry is to feel or cause to feel anxious, keyword anxious, or troubled about actual or potential problems. So these are not problems, they are potential problems. They are not there, they are potential. So you waste so much of your mental state worried about potential outcomes that are not even real. So to be worried is to be concerned about something. When you are worried, you are being concerned about something. Okay, let's start there. So define anxious, because we should also define anxious. So anxious is feeling or showing worry. You are worried about something that's about to happen, an uncertain outcome. Okay? Now, let's forget about that and let's jump into the Bible and read this. Okay? Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 20.
According to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. 20 But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him.
Now, when I hit definition for Habakkuk 2:20, Google picked the verse from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka the Mormons. I don't know why they went to the Mormons, but there's a reason. So I'm going to read it for you. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there's no breath at all in the midst of it. The Lord in his holy temple, let all the earth keep silence before him. There's a guy on TikTok. His name is Idiongo, I think.
Idiongo?
Yeah, he was teaching today. I saw him talking about something, and I wanted to talk about it, but I won't even talk about it right now. Let's read another Bible verse before I jump into what I want us to talk about, okay? Exodus 14:14.
According to Bible Study Tools, Exodus chapter 14 verse 14 in context. 13 Moses answered the people, do not be afraid. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today you will never see again. 14 The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still.
Let's talk about Exodus 14:14 in context. Remember, we have just mentioned worrying. We just said that you should not be worried. We say that worrying is anxiety or you paying too much attention to something that has not happened. But that is what you are paying attention to. So according to Exodus 14:14, it says, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. It's not talking about you speaking in tongues. It's not telling you to go and shout. It's not telling you to build a church. It's not telling you to go to a church. The Bible says in Exodus 14:14 that the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still, to do nothing. And of course, this is coming from Moses, where before we get to 14, Exodus 14:14, which is 111 or 11, pay attention. 14:14, we have 1:1. So you have the 11. Every time you see 11, that's a Jacob's ladder. That is some form of mental witchcraft in the Bible that you're supposed to be paying attention to. That's your That's the only time you are going to see what you call the only physical temple you're ever going to see, which will be the masculine and the feminine, or your two temples at the side of your head, okay? Now, Exodus, Moses is talking from the 13. So we are moving, so Exodus 13, Moses is answering the people. So what is 13? Remember what we said. Let's talk about this now in depth, because unajua hizi vitu ndikukuja zinakujanga now. 13, you have been told that 13 is evil. But 13, when you are doing numerology and geometry, so when we start with 13 and we start with numerology, the value of subtracting, we are going to start with 1. What is 1? Individuality, singular, solo. What is 3? 3 is your surroundings. So 13, that is why they say it's evil. 13, when you do geometry, the value of addition becomes 4. So you take your individuality and relate it to your surroundings. So 1 plus 3, you arrive at 4. A thought, a Sonic the Hedgehog, a thought, hermeneutics, what you call Thanos, thought, number 4. Now, so Moses, this is in Exodus 13, Moses is speaking to the people, or he's answering to the people. And so when it comes to now, this is now Exodus 14:14. Pay attention. Exodus 14:14. We have 14, we have 1, and we have another 14, 1. So we are at a pillar. We are at a ladder. We are at a Jacob's ladder. So something has to either go up or down, depending on who's reading the book for you. Because remember, I told you that the African people who are given theology are given what you call the poor man's Bible verses to come and teach you. But on the other side, they spread what you call the rich man's gospel. So now, when it comes to Exodus 14:14, now Moses is answering to the people and he's telling them, do not be afraid, Kenyans. Stand firm and you'll see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. From Zakayo, from the financial bills, from whatever you need deliverance from your addictions. Who cares? Then, the Egyptians see you today. So Moses is continuing, he's telling them, the Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. Now, remember that the word Egyptian in the Bible means slave. So when Moses is talking to the people and is telling them that the Egyptians you see today you'll never see again, he's talking about the slave mind. Slave is slave mind. So the slave mind, the Egyptians was a slave mind, the mentality of being lost in a desire or feeling. So the slave mind mentalities that you have, you are never going to see them again. Why? Because when you get to 14, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So what is he talking about? He's talking about you being still. He's not talking about you going to Kesha. He's not talking about you going to praise and worship. He's not talking about you building a church. He's not talking about Oscar Sudi donating in the church. He's not talking, he's saying, just be still and the Lord will fight for you. Now, before we get here, you have to understand who Moses is. Because you think Moses was a person. You think that there was a woman who was in labor and she was cursing, oh my God, breathe, ha, ha, ha. And then then her ass cracked open and a baby came out and the baby was called Moses. No, Moses is our world, the world we live in. Moses is, remember, he was a son, okay? He was put in a basket and put on a river. He was hidden on the banks of a river. He was born and hidden on the banks of a river. So that tells you that Moses was a feeling, how we feel, Tiamat Earth Gaia, that fell from what you, so because remember, we are talking about the rivers as the body, the consciousness, water that you are in. The Bible is all about alchemy and understanding it as an esoteric book, not just a storybook. So Moses, that is why Moses, a baby boy, A boy, a man. Every time you see the term man, shout out to Papa Flight. Every time you see man in the Bible, that is representing a thought form. For example, in Kenya, may his soul rest in peace, you had Daniel Toroitich arap Moi. Okay? Moi, when he was in power, alikuwa anasema KANU itatawala miaka 100. So a lot of people, of course, being in their slave mind, the Egyptian mind, did not understand what he was talking about. So wakasema KANU inaweza aje tawala miaka 100. Saizi mko na Ruto, he's the president of Kenya. Nani alifunza Ruto siasa? Ni Moi. Moi ni nani? Ni KANU. Mlikuwa na Uhuru Kenyatta. Nani alifunza Uhuru Kenyatta siasa? Ni Moi. Moi ni nani? KANU. So KANU is still ruling today. Venye Moi alisema, KANU will rule for 100 years. It is still KANU in rulership. Whether you want to call it Kenya Kwanza, Kenya Kwisha, Kenya Sahau, whatever name you want to call it, it doesn't matter. The fact remains that the professor of politics was Moi na aliwaambia KANU itatawala miaka 100. It inatangwa metamorphosis. Inaweza fanya metamorphosis, change its name, change its look, change its headquarters, but it is still KANU. So Moi's thought form, mawazo ya Moi, continue to live. Mawazo ya Moses continues to live. Mawazo ya, what is that other old stupid guy in the Bible? Alikuwa anaitwa nani? The one who sema alisemanga alikaa miaka 700. Ni Jonah ama ni nani? Noah. Ni Noah ama ni nani? Whoever, I don't care. So when a thought form lives for 700 years, it is the same way KANU is still in rulership 100 years after. I have to give you that one to understand where I'm coming from. So, when we are talking of, now back to the story of Moses, so that is a thought form. So Moses was the thought form, a baby boy. Remember, a man is the thought. So a baby boy will be a minute, a son. Nasemanga, I'm the son of God, a son, a baby boy, a small son. So Moses is a feeling that came from the main one and became a baby boy. It became a thought of its own. So it became a baby boy, and it had to be hidden by the river. Karibu na kwenye litoka mama yake. In the beginning, the world was covered with nothing. Just the spirit hovering over the waters. The waters will be the Moses story now. Before Moses became the boy, the waters, the primordial waters, whatever you want to call it. That is where now we got the story of Moses. You are following? Now, tell your pastors to teach you the book, venye inafaa. But hawawezi, they can, because they were given a curriculum. The same way you go to school, you are given a CBC 844. It's the same way. These theologians, they sign. When you go to do theology, you sign. Kuna mahali wanaendanga wana sign. Do not, never, ever preach this verse. Kwa sababu waki preach, there may be some people who are going to get what it is saying. So they have been told to stick to the poor books. They have been told to stick to Lamentations. They have been told to stick to the Ham story, the Noah story, you seeing your father's nakedness, all that bullshit. No preacher in Kenya is teaching about kings. No preacher in Kenya is talking about Chronicles. Not even your Gen Z fake Pastor T bullshit boy. None of them are teaching you the book. But this was not even about them. This was just about Exodus 14:14 in context. Before I continue, I'm still going to use Google. What is the meaning of angel number 1414?
According to Cosmopolitan, if you keep seeing angel number 1414, trust that you're on the right path. Know that hard work is necessary to achieve your goals, and be confident that you're close to success or a breakthrough. This angel number is also a reminder to keep balance in mind. Work hard, but don't overwork yourself.
You see the correlation? Do you see the witchcraft now from the Bible and the relationship between Exodus 14:14? Now, I'm just using Google. Because these things are not even hidden. You just have to know how to look for these things. So inasema, if you keep seeing angel number 1414, remember, we are in the Bible. We have seen it in the Bible. Exodus 14:14. Trust that you're on the right path. And that trust that you're on the right path it has been highlighted on Google. See me nime highlight ndio hiyo. Highlighted on Google. You see? It's highlighted on Google. Trust that you're on the right path. Now, so, you see, I make my own tarot cards. I know how to make tarot cards. I don't need to buy a tarot card deck. I see a lot of fake spiritual people online wakisema wanasoma kadi, but they don't even know how to make cards. For you to even be doing tarot cards, you have to create tarot cards. You have to know how they are made. Because you cannot use tarot cards that you don't even know how to make to read for people. You have to know how they are made first. Okay? So, Google inakuambia, if you keep seeing angel number 1414, then ime highlight. So this is how you make tarot cards. For those who want to know how to make their own tarot cards, you can. In fact, what I'll do, you see, for the people who are in my spiritual WhatsApp group, I'll teach you how to make your own tarot cards. I'll actually teach you how to make your own tarot cards. For those who want to be into tarot, then when you know how to make them, now you can buy a deck or create your own. So inasema, trust that you're on the right path, highlighted by Google. See, mimi, it is already highlighted in blue. Then, continue to say this. Know that hard work is necessary to achieve your goals, and be confident that you are close to success or a breakthrough. It continues. This angel number is also a reminder to keep balance in mind. Keep balance in mind. Work hard, but don't overwork yourself. So, they took the verse from the Bible. Remember, the government or a covenant was created from religion. Before you had a government, before you had laws, before you had these, what do you call this? Templates to run the world, you had religion. Religion was first in men's mind because they started from the beginning, craft something to run the world. So the government, education, everything in the world came from religion first. So inakwambia vizuri sana, work hard but don't overwork yourself. 14:14 for Google, for you. Now let's go back to Exodus 14:14. Exodus 14:14.
According to Bible Study Tools, Exodus chapter 14 verse 14 in context. 13 Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today you will never see again. 14 The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still."
Now you see the catch. So when you get to 14, again, it's not me who has highlighted. It's highlighted by Google. You see it's highlighted in blue. Can you see? Nothing is hidden. Ninyi ndio hamjui kusoma. You don't know what to look for. You have fake templates. You see it's highlighted. It's highlighted in blue again by Google. So the highlighted part reads, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." You need only to be still. That is according to Exodus 14:14. So the Lord, remember you are the Lord. That is why even in Google, it is in capital letters, Lord, the word Lord. You see? Lord is not God. So the Lord will fight for you. You will fight for yourself. You need only to be still. So right now we are talking about meditation. If you are wondering what is happening, we are talking about meditation. The Lord will fight for you. You don't need to go to church. You don't need to do anything. The Lord will fight for you. When you meditate, the answers will come to you. When you take a deep breath, calm down. What do you need? Just take a deep breath. And out. Breathe again. And out. Breathe again. And out. Now do you have clarity? Yes. Why? because you are calm, you are being still, you are breathing by yourself. You see the catch? You see the catch? Now, that is from the Bible, Exodus 14:14. For the template of the world, now we are following Moses, the feeling that detached the law. Remember, Moses is the law. Moses brought the law. So we are talking about now the law that is running the world. We are now talking, now we are in the matrix now. Now we are talking about the matrix. So Moses, the matrix that came from the waters, aka a baby boy, a descended thought that has separated from the waters. In the beginning was darkness and the spirit was hovering over the waters. The consciousness, the primordial waters. So we have moved from the truth, mae. So we are moving from the truth, ma, to Moses, a descended imejikata. It was a feeling. So now it has a mind of its own. So it has become a thought. It has a mind of its own. But since it's no longer a man, it's a baby boy, it becomes Moses, a small thought. So it becomes a law, a mindset, a Daniel Toretich Arap Moi that continues to rule till today. You are following? You are following? Right now we are deep into the esoteric. I'm not even going to go deep. Today is Friday. It's all about love and appreciation. There's no need of fucking your minds. You know, I'm just going to play on surface level. So that thought now has to create a government of its own, a template to run the world. So from the Bible, Exodus 14:14, Moses answered the people. So that thought from Moi wa siku hiyo akaambia watu, do not be afraid. Sasa ni Moi anaongea. Tingisha kidole. Kanu. Sasa ni Moses. Do not be afraid. Ndugu zanguni, situtatenga, situtafanya. I'm showing you where the government comes from. Stand firm and you'll see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. Situmeweka affordable housing. Situmesema. Shout out to that guy doing all that content. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. Now, Egypt, ukisikia Egypt is slaves. The word Egypt means slave. What does the word Egypt mean?
According to Quora, the name, Egypt, is believed to have come from the original name of Egypt's ancient capital Memphis, Haut Ka Ptah, meaning, castle of the Ka of Ptah. This name was often used even for the country as a whole.
Wewe wacha kunibeba ufala. Castle of the Ka of Ptah. Wacha kunibeba hivyo. What does it mean in Hebrew? It means Mitzrayim, or the streets. Let me show you how to trick this. Does the term Egyptian have any connection to the word slaves?
According to Wikipedia, some Egyptian language refers to slave-like people as sqrn, meaning living prisoner, prisoner of war. Forms of forced labor and servitude are seen throughout all of ancient Egypt. Egyptians wanted dominion over their kingdoms and would alter political and social ideas to benefit their economic state.
Does that not sound like you? Wanting the saying no to the bill, saying no to... Does that not sound like you? Na ukumbuke, si mimi ni my highlight. Again, it's not me who is highlighted. It's Google. It may highlight for you in blue that the Egyptian means slave. Not me. Si mimi ni highlight. Situmie Google yako. Ndio hiyo. Iko highlighted. Do you want me to read it for you again? Let me read it for you again. Some Egyptian language refers to slave-like people as sqrnh, meaning living prisoner. Living prisoner. Are you not a prisoner of your bills? Are you not a prisoner of your own country? Unaweza toka hapa uende Uganda bila visa. So, are you prisoners of war? Meaning, forms of forced labor. Are you not forced to work every day to eat? Are you not forced every day so that you can pay your bills and school and shelter and everything? forms of forced labor and servitude are seen throughout of ancient Egypt. Serving the country. I am serving my country, servitude. Egyptians wanted dominion over their kingdoms and would alter political and social ideas to benefit their economic state. Does that not sound like you? Tutabadilisha katiba. Tutabadilisha kipengele. Does that not sound like you? Do you think anyone is going to teach you the Bible when they know if you are really to understand the Bible for yourself, you will not be ruled, you will not be slaves, hamwezi kuwa controlled. So some people have to be taught how to teach you the Bible like a story. But the real people of the world will pick the Bible and swear and continue being rich. Continue being billionaires. Continue ruling you and killing you. Hatuko hapo, turudi Exodus 14:14. Exodus 14:14.
According to Bible.com, Exodus chapter 14 verse 14, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. New International Version. Download the Bible app now.
You're not downloading any Bible. Shut up. So the Lord, na unajua iko highlighted in blue. You know, unajua sasa, I don't know kama mnataka tukuwe tunafunza na mnaitanga PowerPoint. I don't know how to use those things. Me, I don't care about that. Ona me highlightiwa. You can read for yourself. It's highlighted. The highlighted part says, the Lord will fight for you. Why do you think it is highlighted even in Google? Because Google is not talking to you, Mwafrika. Wewe uko na Egyptian mind. It's speaking to specific people who have been told, when you go to the Bible through Google, when you put a verse, only pay attention to the highlighted part. Hiyo ingine yote waachia wa Afrika. Hiyo ingine yote waachia wengine. Achia the slave mind. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. That the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Sasa hapa ndio kuna catch. What does it mean to be still? Wacha tuulize Google. What does the Lord mean that you only need to remain still and let God fight for you?
According to Bible study tools, God is offering us a better way. Instead of running or fighting out of panic, we can step back and allow our Heavenly Father to take over. His word teaches us some ways to stay righteous while we wait for His deliverance.
Now let's see if they have not highlighted anything. God is offering us a better way. Remember now, God is the Spirit. Tumetoka kwa Lord Daramea. My Lord, from 34b, tumetoka kwako, you are the Lord. Now we are talking about God, the Spirit. God is offering us a better way. Instead of running or fighting out of panic, did you know that if only we had 1,000 people, 1,000, what 1,000 only, tuambiane, kesho, 10 a.m., 1,000 people from 10 a.m. Apana, that will not be the best time. 11:45 a.m. 11:45 a.m. We need anyone who is specifically a Taurus, an Aries, that will be Jehovah. So we take Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, those three signs. If we have 1,000 people like those ones, meditate at 11:45 in the morning with only one intention or goal. Ruto must go. Ata resign hiyo jioni. You don't need to be on the streets. You don't need to. Bible inakwambia God is offering us a better. Instead of running or fighting out of panic, we can step back and allow our Heavenly Father to take over. All we have to do is meditate. Just 1,000 people meditate. Na by jioni President wanyu atakuwa resign. His word teaches us some ways to stay righteous while we wait for His deliverance. Now, are you going to meditate? Of course not. You don't even know how to meditate. So, siwaambii mu meditate. I'm not even telling you to meditate. Now, forget about that. That was not the main topic. Ilikuwa tu ni breaking ground, you know. That's how I prepare your mind, you know, warm up your mind a little bit. That's how I do my mental fingering, you know, to prepare your mind. This is not a normal channel. Hii si channel ya kuongea tu vitu za kawaida, okay? This is a channel for big minds only. So, there are those who understand. For those who don't understand, so you have to stroke their mind just a little bit. Just a little bit. Stroke their mind a little bit. Maybe get them to hear something before they keep it moving. Okay, unajua naingia hapa, anaongea nini? Wanasikia, wana keep scrolling. Egyptian mind, the slave mind. They are relying on a god to come and save them. Wanangojea some government to come and save them, some form of muungano. Wengine wanalia Baba, wengine wanalia Mudavadi, wengine wanasema Matiangi. All these people are puppets. Because you didn't even form the government. Never forget that you didn't form the government. You found it there. It was formed way before you. So nyinyi kazi yenu ni kuendeleza. Okay? Now, is there anything wrong with the government? There's nothing wrong with the government. The government is doing its role. Just like the fly is attracted to shit, the government eats its own people, and you cannot change that. Sasa ukienda pale ushonde, inzi zitakam. It's natural instinct for flies to be attracted to shit. Okay? The same way something begins is the same way that thing continues. So, should we read another verse? Let me see if there's a comment hapa. Tulisema ni Q&A, so if you're not asking questions, then sijui. You say this is the only time I allow you to have like questions. Tulizana vitu kama hiyo. Let's go to another verse now. Now, that was Exodus 14:14. It's a Friday. We have the moon in Cancer. And when the moon is in Cancer, you know, Cancer is the fourth sign. So Cancer is all about intuition, psyche, na vitu kama hizo. So let me just jump into my psyche a little bit and, you know, extend this a little bit further. In the Bible, it talks about the right hand of God. So whether in your small thinking, knowing that the God has no body or God is mysterious, since they know about, should I mention them? The Jesuit intellect, Masonic art, knowing that kwa hiyo kitabu, the greatest story ever told, the Bible story, wakichora mkono ya right, you are going to pay attention. They talk about the right hand of God. Unajua hand ni mkono, unafikiria ati God is sitting and to his right there is someone physical, like kuna kiti Mungu amekalia, pengine ni recliner or whatever seat you have in mind, and to the right of that seat there's a man seated to the right man or the right hand of God. Now, before I open, sijaisoma, remember everything, I flow in freestyle. However, if you understand the book of Psalms, the numerology before the book, you'll understand before you even open the book, what to find in that page. Not the story, but the context. For example, we are going to read Psalms 80:15. Why 80? We are in year 8, and 8 is important in year 8 for a reason. Right now, Psalms, any Psalms that has 8, you should be reading. But then, let me remind you how you read Psalms. No, forget about Psalms first. So 80, it's 8, infinity number. You put it in a big space. Then, because we want to pay attention to that, but as individuals, we are going to go to 15. So 1, individual, have a feeling about that. Number 5, the seal, the 5-pointed star. Then that becomes 6 to be paid attention to. Or the 6-pointed star. Or a creature, or what you call sex. That is where the word sex rhymes with the word 6. Because it's the joining of 2 energies to create another. So the Trinity, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 creates a 6. The inverted star, the Star of David. Juu tuko hapo, ndio wametengeneza hii maneno. So, Psalms 80 verse 15.
According to Bible study tools. 15 The root your right hand has planted, the son you have raised up for yourself.
ime highlight. Sijui kama unaweza ona ime highlight in blue, but you can check in your own Googles. You have to go to the highlighted part. Now the highlighted part inasema, the root of your right hand has planted. Mkono yako ya kulia imepanda. The sun you have raised up for yourself. Sun descended. The thing that you have raised for yourself. Now, why is it talking about the root of your right hand? Does your right hand have a root? There is something that you need to understand about the Bible and what you call the esoteric knowledge about the Bible. Listen to this. What is a yod in astrology? Hauwezi soma hiyo, si ndio? Hauwezi kubali kusomea watu hiyo. Define a yod in astrology.
This is the definition of...
Not allowed. Define a yod in astrology. Not Lord. Define a yod in astrology. Haiwezi. They cannot put that information in their Google. I have to type it, but nikitype it itakuja. Define, because now I'm forcing it. Yod, not yole. You see, inakupeleka kwa yol, as in folkful, to mislead you. Define yod in astrology. Imeleta. Inasema, in astrology, a yod is a specific planetary alignment that is formed by two planets being in sextile to one another. Now, what is a sextile in astrology? Unafaa kujiuliza, what is a sextile in astrology? That is an opportunity. With the third planet being exactly 150 degrees to the two other points, or quincunx. Remember, mbona wamesema 150 degrees? What is 150 degrees? Ni 6. 1, 5, 0. Remember tunasoma nini? Psalms 80, 15. Psalms 80, 15. Wanakuambia the root of the right hand, but inakuambia sasa in astrology, it is a specific planetary alignment that is formed by two planets being sextile to one another, while a third planet being exactly 150 degrees. Hawezi ambiwa 15 au utashikanisha. So it has to be 150, which is again 6. 1 plus 5 plus 0, it is 6 to the other two aspects. So when you, sasa ujuange, when you, the third planet, 1, 2, 3, father, mother, the sun. Remember tuko kwa Exodus. Usipotee. Si tulianza kwa Exodus tukakuja kwa Psalms. Na tumeongea about the Trinity. Tumeongea about the 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sasa wewe, being the observer, the 6, what is being paid attention to, you have to observe the yod. As above, so below. So when the yod is happening, that is the right hand of God. Bible inakuambia you have to be seated to the right hand of God. So when that yod is happening, when those two planets are in sextiles, unafaa ukijua, when do planets go into a sextile, so that you can be the one sitting at 150 degrees. Hata kama utaiforce, you have to do a ritual to force it to be there. So you're on the right hand of God to experience whatever you're supposed to be experiencing. Hatuko hapo. This is the most important thing according to Bible. Ukienda kwa questions utaziona hapo. Ziko hapo. Tuko kwa Google, we are following you Google. Inauliza, what activates a yod? Right there. Na wamekuhighlightia. What activates a yod? Ndio hiyo umehighlightiwa. Now let me read to you. When you need to be in the right hand of God, what you need to do. Inakuambia hivi. Yods are activated most powerfully when transiting planets are in opposition to the apex. To the apex. Mpaka umechorewa. Inakwambia oppositions do often come with the tension and challenge. But unlike squares, oppositions represents a polarity. They are the exact opposite energy, which means they are exactly what we are missing. So when you're sitting in the right side of God, remember, opposites attract. I don't know why you go to church. I don't even know why these people. I don't know. I don't know. But it's on purpose. And no one is going to teach you these things. But ziko hapa, they are everywhere. They are everywhere. It's not even hidden. It's not even, you just need to know how to find it. You want to activate a yod, it's Google mpaka imekuhighlightia, imagine in blue. But si umehighlightiwa, wanajua Mwafrika asomangi, the best way to hide anything from an African is to hide it in books. It's right there, highlighted in blue, right there in Google. Even how to activate your yod. Sasa, do I have to do all the rituals for you now? Or what do you want me to do now? Why are you happy waking up at 5 a.m. to go and build somebody's world? Na Mungu anakuambia sit still and let him do everything for you. Haya, we continue. Unajua hizi vitu ziko hapa. I'm not making shit up. It's in your Google. Google inakuuliza. Lakini si wewe, you know Africans, you don't, si wewe. These things, they are communicating to the old people. Let me show you an example. My daughter has left it. My bag is into the car. Let me show you. Or maybe not. It's not even worth it to show you this. Maybe, how many people do I have watching? How many likes? Maybe, Sasa, I think this is for subscriber only. Maybe I should turn this into a subscriber only channel instead of casting pearls to swine. But I'll show you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Asali! 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 Maito! Asali! I don't feel like going to the house to get it, but maybe I'll have to go. You see, when you come here, let me read the questions as they are coming. Inakuuliza, what is the esoteric meaning of the yod? It's on Google. What is the esoteric meaning of the yod? What is the degree of a yod? What does the yod symbolize? How to activate luck in astrology. Iko hapo. Then unaenda Genesis 1 verse 14, inakuambia that God has given you the signs in the skies. Sijui unafanya nini kwa nyumba. Sasa hiyo kitabu unasoma inakuambia God has given it for you. Unatafuta nini? What are you looking? Oh, kuna kichondo. Okay, ende upeleke pesa, pelekea Kiengei, pelekea Kanyari, ametoka kupigana finga hapo. Enda kumwagilie maji hapo. Enda kwa mjinga mwingine kuosha miguu. Sasa ulisomewa Bible ati Jesus was washing their feet. Sasa pastor yenyewe anaosha mguu kwa anatuosha kama Jesus. Nonsense. So what is the esoteric meaning of the yod? When activated, the yod symbolizes an esoteric tuning fork, vibrating like the chakras to heighten and rebalance the spiritual energy. Si mimi nakuambia, si iko kwa Google, my friend. It's in your Google. I don't want you thinking that I'm speaking out of my ass. It's in your Bible, it's in your Google. What does the yod symbolize? Iko kwa Google. Inakuambia, in the Jewish mystical tradition, kwanza ukisikia hiyo Jewish mystical tradition, ebu pay attention. The yod represents a mere dot, a divine point of energy. Yani, inawapitanga tu. Wao wanafanya ritual zao, wao inakupita tu. Since yod is used to form all the other letters, sasa tumeenda kwa yod, how to form a letter, tuko hapo, wacha kutupea maneno ya English. Tutaki kujua what the yod represents in Kabbalah. I don't care about Kabbalah. What is the hand of God in astrology? 3 planets, hiyo tumetoka. Sasa kuna mtu hajaijua hivyo, hajaijua the hand of God. Yeye anafikirianga ati ni Mungu anakuanga ameinua mkono, venye amekuwa mkiinua Gen Z. Yeah! Man, all you have to do is time for the right time. All of you muende maandamano and you lift your fist, venye uliona nani akiinua fist yake. Trump alinua fist. Sasa nyinyi mko Gen Z mmeshika bendera. You are not supposed to be holding a flag. God has no flag, has no representation. So the people who came up with the witchcraft, they gave you the flag. Ukukufunga macho. Yeah, for the nation. So the right hand of God, the yod, una miss the point. What is this now? Oh, Jehovah Witness. Declare the good news. You are invited. Declare the good news. You are invited. I don't need to learn anything from you. Stop confusing my mind. I know what I know. So now, turudi Google. Sasa Wamudhaka, why are you even teaching now? Why are you teaching? It was supposed to be a Q&A. It's in Friday. I can't help it. So you go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is going to teach you about the yod in astrology. And you muta Google for yourself. How do you know if you have a yod? Inakwambia yod, also known as the finger of God or fate. Now this for the people when you're wanakujanga consultations. I give you your gifts and talent. I tell you where you have a curse. So when we are doing consultation and I tell you this is where your curse is, this is what I'm talking about. Now today. So Ayod, also known as the finger of God or fate, where fate has placed you, is a specific planetary configuration in astrology where 2 planets form a sextile, 60 degrees aspect. 66. Remember pale tulikuwa kwa Exodus tulisoma about 6. And a third planet exposes both with the equinox, 150 degrees. It's already 3. My money has not come in, Kinyambura. Nicheze Aviator. Hapana, nitakuliwa ile kidogo niko nayo nicheze Aviator. You know I was calling you to bring me some money. Go to my bag, the one in the house. In my wallet, iko na pesa ya karatasi. 2 notes, hata ziza Kenya. Niletee hizo pesa please. I want to teach with them. Ningekutuma other money, pesa ingine iko kwa nini but iko far. I don't know whether. Okay, do this. Let's do this. Apana, let me not send you to my wardrobe. Niletee tu hiyo nini pesa iko kwa bag yangu. Get the wallet. Bring me the whole bag. Kwa kiti ya dining, just bring me the whole bag. Sawa? Thank you my girl. Wacha basi tusome. So creating wachana hii whatever. Wachana hii maneno ya yod. Tuachane na hii maneno ya yod. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about, by the way, why am I sending Nyambura for the money? What did I want to remind you? Can someone remind you? Someone remind me why we are sending for the money. Nimesahau. Please show us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why was I getting the money? Now it has escaped my mind. The right hand of God is masculine. Masculine just means externalized. So it's something you can see. So nataka tuongee maneno ya meditation, mton. So I stop teaching about the yod. I talk about meditation. So you are not interested in a configuration that can help you overcome the Jewish mind. So I stop teaching that. We talk about meditation. So you stick to the point first. Ama ni nilisema ni Q&A. Sawa, let's forget about that. Then let's talk about meditation then. What are the basics of meditation? The basic of meditation is just emptying your mind and sitting in quiet and waiting for God to fight for yourself. Ndio tunaongelea Exodus 14:14.
According to Bible study tools, Exodus chapter 14 verse 14 in context. 13 Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." The Egyptians you see today you will never see again. 14 The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still.
That is meditation. You just need to be still and the Lord is going to fight for you and the Egyptians will no longer worry you. Nikakwambia Egyptian is slave mind. Egyptians is when you're always complaining, when you always want liberation. Feed me, liberation. Tunaomba serikali. That is now the Egyptian mind. Now, the best way to communicate to people, this is why hamtakuwa mnajua what is happening in the world, because you'll be thinking that it's modernization. This is Garang. This is the president of South Sudan, Garang, the late Garang. May his soul rest in peace. This is money, paper money. Meaning, this money in South Sudan can reach anyone. Haijalishi kama unauza samaki, uko Nile, kama uko Central Equatoria, North, it doesn't matter where you are in Sudan, money will get to you. This is Modi. This is Gandhi. This is Indian money. Okay? Reserve Bank of India. Okay? Meaning, whether you are selling Kuber, tobacco in India, in the mountains, wherever you are, this money can reach you, wherever you are. Now remember, they formed the covenant, the government. So the best way to communicate to people is through money. So wewe ukishika pesa, hata ujai study pesa, the best way to hide information from the African is to put it in writing. So you take the money, you go to the shop. But you are forgetting, this money is what we are talking about, number 5. Especially, niko na hii ya number 5, na niko na hii ya number 5. I don't have number 5 ya Kenya shillings ningekuonyesha. But I can show you anything. So, money communicates. 1, individuality. 200 note is talking about relating. So, 1, individuality. 200, relating. Kuna noti ya 300, hakuwezi kuwa noti ya 300. Why? We need to jump to number 5. A feeling. Start over again. 1,000. Hatuwezi kuwa na noti ya 300. Hatuwezi kuwa na noti ya 400. Because there's something about 1, 3, and 5. Are you following? So, this money can get to anyone. This is how they were communicating with the money. So, because they have already sent their people to come and rape and pillage and set up shop, when you get this money, you are supposed to practice as a ritual what's written on the money. So the ritual will be number 5. Okay? Now, when you see number 5, you look at behind number 5. What is driving that nation? So this is South Sudan. I want you to look at the document. What is that? River Nile. River Nile. Can you see it? That is River Nile. So you practice the 5 pillars, the 5-pointed star. River Nile. What is in River Nile? Central Equatoria, the forest, timber, fishing, or farming. That's where the money is. So any settlers in that land will pay attention to River Nile because that is where the money is. Whether it's fishing, harvesting the forest, whatever trade is on that part is what they are going to pay attention to. Now come to Kenyan money. And this is number 5. Kuna 1 na 2 na 3. So ukikuja to the Kenyan money, you'd have 100 shillings imechorwa kahawa. Yeah. So the people in your country, when you wamekuja ku rape, pillage and loot, washaambiwa the cash crop that is working now ni coffee or tea. Wewe unashika pesa ya Kenya imechorwa. Unajua imechorwa kahawa ndio tunakuzanga. Wewe unakuzanga kahawa wapi wewe? Wewe unakuzanga kahawa wapi wewe? Apart from saizi Mount Kenya. Na ukikuza hiyo Mount Kenya kampuni ni yako, sio yako, unapelekea nani akaushe auze na majani chai na coffee. Wow. So when they're in a country, all they have to do is look at the money and know what is running that country. Now this is Modi's money. India. So the people they are practicing have to turn the note and look What is making the money? Now I want you to see. So if you're in India, how do you make money? What do you see? What do you see? What building is that? What building is that? Do you see the 5 pillars? The 2 pillars, the end one and the... So what is that? What are you practicing in India? Unaendanga India kwa nini? You want me to send for Kenyan money? Nyambura, let me send you again. Because we are learning. Can I send you? Nice. Thank you, my girl. Go to my room. Not this wardrobe. The next wardrobe. Nimekaribia maito. Ukifungua to my right utaona ile bag ya brown. Unajua hiyo bag ya brown? Inakuanga na paper zangu ndani, logbook na nini. Bring that bag. That's the bag that I need. Okay. Iko na check hapo nionyeshe.
Ni iko na handle hivi.
Hiyo nilitoa hiyo handle nikabakisha ka brown kako hapo. Ukifungua tu wardrobe weke mkono utaona hapo ka bag ka brown. Leta hiyo bag.
Nikanakaa hivi nika rectangular.
Rectangular. Bring me that bag.
Brown.
Yes, let me show them with Kenyan money. Kwa sababu itawa confuse. Mtu anasema kona kahawa ngong na inisaidii. Haizi kusaidia, kona yenye ilikuwa inasaidia. It's just that saizi imepitwa na wakati. Ingekusaidia back then kama ungejua. Saizi imepitwa na wakati. Okay, saizi imepitwa na wakati. So the best way to communicate to anyone wherever they are is through the money, because money gets to anyone. Kama ni chizi, unapitanga chizi na kuambia ninunulie chai, nipe shilingi. Ninunulie chai, do haikomi, nipe 10. Why? That is the best way to communicate to people. Even when they don't have a phone, even when they don't have a way to reach them, the money will reach them. Now, mwenye anajua, those who know, akishika hiyo noti kama ni ya 100, anajua the witchcraft of individuality of me beginning something will be what is written or printed on this money. It's not a coincidence, pana. So each and every note, they would communicate to the people. So I want to show you how they were communicating the yod of God. Sasa mumeingizwa digital. Sasa mumeingizwa digital, mtajuaje kinyendelea nini? How will you ever know what they are harvesting? Sasa hizo wako carbon credits. Haiwezi choro kwa pesa. So how will you know today what's running the world? For you to jump in, don't fight it, don't oppose it. God amekuambia. For you to get out of that Egyptian mind, their mentality, be still and let God work for you or fight for you. But you have to know what is happening so that you strategically place yourself. You are following? Why are you giving me a notification? Inactivity on my page. I like my own live. They are not tapping the screen. It's a waste of time. Acha niwafunze before. Because you see, the thing is, the people who get all this information, si nyinyi. I have so many people, especially the South Africans, wanashindanga kwa DM yangu wananiambia niwafunze. Nyinyi hamtakange kulearn anything. Now, this is Kenyan money. Okay, this is Kenyan money. Old notes. Tunaanza na shilingi 10. Nimekuambia 1 inamaanisha nini? Individuality. This is 10 shillings. This is Moi. KANU itatawala for 100 years. This is Moi, 10 shillings. Now, when you go to the back, this was 1989, 14th October. When you go to the back, unaona nini? What school is that? Hiyo nini unaona hapo? Wait. Life will end. No, don't end. I want to teach this thing before I go. We are back. So unaona nini? Ukiangalia pesa ya Moi, unaona nini? So that is what was making money then. AKA, unaona watu wana graduate. So this will be your fathers. People were graduating. You see the Solomonic key. Unaona key ya Solomon hapo? Chini ya 10. Do you see the key? Elimu ndio funguo la maisha. Hapa kuna mtu ana graduate. What school was that? Mtajua ni gani? Ndio hiyo funguo. Unaambiwa elimu ndio funguo ya maisha. You see the key? Do you see the key? And then you see that building right there. You can go and Google for yourself. Hiyo ni Moi. Hiyo ni shilingi 10. We go to 100 shillings again. Ya Moi. Again. Moi. This was in 1990, almost the same time. Kanu, Kanu, Kanu ya Jengaichi, Fimbo ya Moi. So you have the statue of Moi. That is a magical wand. So the things to rule, look to the right. There's coins. Now, these coins, nataka uone. Sijui kama utafocus, ama uende utafuta hii noti. Nataka uone. Hizo coins zimeteremka hapo, kulikuwa na ufunguo zimechange. Those are not coins. So, yeah, the first one, imechorwa Jogoo, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Kuna watu wanafanya something, there are 4 coins. Mbona, what is this? Hii ni kuku imechorwa, si ndio? Na hii ni nini? Ilikuwa inaitwa VOK. That is Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Na hii ni nini? Hao watu wanafanya nini? I can't see. And the last one?
Looks like they're cooking something.
They are cooking something. And the last one?
It's a fire torch.
It's a fire torch. Yes. Na 20 years, ebu hapa nisomea hapa 20 years of, 25 years of. So small. 25 years of.
I'm shaking my hand.
You're shaking your hands. I want to be sorry. So when you go to the money, you're going to find everything. So whoever the money was getting to, aka the mason of the people who run the world or the people who know, you're supposed to practice 100 individuality in a big way, and then you practice what is written there. So for you, the people will be lifting the country. Kuna Mount Kenya, sijui kama utaona Mount Kenya.
Where?
See, there's a mountain here. This is Mount Kenya. And on the plains of Mount Kenya, munapanda kahawa na misitu na vitu zingine kama hiyo. Tutoke hapa sasa tuende kwa noti nyingine. This is Moi again. Ile mlikuwa mnaita Jirongo noti. Okay? Now, this was an interesting note. This came out in 1988. Now, this note has unaona ngano. So wakakuja wakachukua Narok, wakaanza kupanda ngano. Aya, unaona lion, unaona mahindi. You see the lion will be Masai Mara, where the money is. So wakaenda wakanunua camps. Right now wazungu wote wanakuja, pesa sio wa Kikuyu ama Nyenye, pesa ni yao. Wahindi ndio wanahold camps Masai Mara because everything was written in money. Wewe unafikiria ati the lion is the pride of you. Is not, ndio lion. Sijui kama unaweza ona lion. There's a lion in here.
I can see it.
You can see the lion
from this side.
From that side. And ndio lion. Watu sijui kama wanaweza iona. Unless I shine a light. Maybe let me see if I shine the light for them, they can see. Alafu unasikia ati pesa inashikangwa na light ndio uone. Sijui kama wataona lion. You can see the lion.
Right.
So, yeah, they can see the lion. So, that lion, hiyo ni Masai Mara. Go and invest in Masai Mara. Go and invest in tourism. Go and buy the camps. So, they were running everybody to go and buy the camps. On the other side, kuko na mahindi. So, Wakenya, waambiwe walime mahindi. There's a reason one is on the right side. Okay? The right hand of God. Then, to the left hand of God, muende mununue Masai Mara. You see it? Let me show you another note. So, the lion is here also, because it talk the same year. And then to the left, make the... TikTok yangu inataka kuanguka kwa nini? Return to TikTok. My TikTok is crashing. And then to the left, make the people live to the country for... Sijui kama wataona, watu wakijenga. I don't know how to... Oh, wacha nione kama nikiwamulike. Sijui kama wataona watu waki... right there. You see? Unaona ako kanyumba KICC. Kuna watu wanashikilia. So let the slave mind build. Unaona watu wanajenga. While you go and buy Masai Mara. Kwa piyo Simba. There's a lion. Give me the other 100. And every... You can see it.
It's here.
It's there. Yeah, it's the same 100. It's the same 100. So... Wewe ndio ujui hii game venye inachezangwa. So acha hii nimamulike Simba, wanafikiria ati ni is about a national symbol na vitu kama hizo za authority.
I haven't seen one of them.
Yeah.
The back.
Shika. So so now they know now you are waking up. They knew you are going to the age of Aquarius. Don't ask me who. So they knew that in the age of awakening, I know people just know these things like why and start questioning. So they had to move you from that into digital currency. Digital currency. So now they have devised a new way of communicating, aka Elon Musk. Elon Musk. They have thrown satellites in the sky. You don't need satellites. All you need to know is when to be on the right side of God, when to be on the left side of God. Observing the yods. It's written. Where in the Bible is it written that we are going to know the signs of the days in the sky?
But there's another line.
According to Quora, Luke chapter 21 verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, 26 men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Wamewandikia Luke 21:25. It's highlighted in blue, the word Luke 21:25. Now, Luke 21:25, let's break down the numerology. So 2 is being relatable, being diplomatic, and 1 is to yourself. So when you are relating to self, Luke, when you are relating to self, 21, which is 3, and then you go to verse 25, which is relating to something that you are feeling, 25, 2 plus 5 is 7. Your higher natures, either you are being angelic or demonic. So that's where they put it. Now, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves rolling. We go to 26 now. Men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Yambia. What time are we going? Let me end this live and then we can go. Let me end this live. Asali, let me end this live and then we can go. We have to go. We are going somewhere with my daughter, so let me end the live. Family is more important anyway. And you can also save, you cannot save humanity. Humanity doesn't want to be saved. You cannot save people who don't want to be saved anyway. So let's just go. And no. I've been live for, I don't know, about an hour. Only 13 people have shared the live. So that just tells you people are not interested in liberation. People are more comfortable in their slave mind. So, and this is why a lot of spiritual teachers are disappearing. A lot of spiritual teachers are just tired. I actually blame my Venusian energy, being a Taurus, because I'm ruled by Venus. I care too much about people. I should learn not to care too much about you, but my natures are, I can't help. Also because being a Taurus, I'm coming from that Aldebaran angle, which is Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is always miking things up. Benye mtu anapeangwa mic anaanrera mic, Archangel Mike. To mic means to spike, to light up, to amplify. So, and that's why I even came through the voice chakra to amplify the message. But it's tiring, eh? It's tiring. It's tiring. Especially teaching to people or talking to people who looks like you're just wasting your time now, you know. But then again, I'm doing God's work, so, you know, not that kind of work you think. If I was doing God's work, I'd be driving a V8. Mngekuwa mnakuja kwangu, mnaletea pesa na waombea mashetani zinaenda ujinga. If I wanted to lie, hakuna pastor naweza, no pastor can finance me in Kenya. If I wanted to scam you guys, hakuna pastor naweza ni finance. I'll be the most finesse preacher in Africa with what I know. No one would even come close to my hairs, nywele. Hakuna mtu anaweza karibia. But then again, I know about karma, and then I'm not also here not to mislead you. In other lives, I've done that in so many previous lives, so I no longer want to do that anymore. Sasa. Yeah, so you see, now the thing is also, when you learn something, don't learn something to do. Sasa umesema, I'm a Gemini. How do I activate my yod? Hata ujui. You have not even learned anything about that yod. Or already, now you want me to jump into how to activate your yod. You're already skipping so many lessons to activate that yod as a Gemini. It has got nothing to do whether you are a Gemini or a Taurus or an Aries. No, these things happen. For example, the whole of this year, we have so many squares in the sky. So many squares. Squares is 90-degree angle. But you only learn by facing something head on. So for a lot of astrologers, for them it will be, oh my God, so many squares, this is going to be so hard. But those are lessons. So for me, a square is a gift for me to learn something that I'm supposed to learn so that I can go through. Keyword, go through. You see the difference? So before you say to activate my yod, kwanza soma ujue yod. Then, ukishajua, then sasa, you are talking about the yod. Are you preparing for the new moon that will be here in 2 days? Asa hata ndio ungekuwa hata afadhali ungeniuliza, how do I prepare for the new moon? Kwa sababu hiyo ni in 2 days. Which I have even to start preparing for my people on WhatsApp. I have to start preparing today to get ready for the new moon, because we are going to have a new moon in Leo. New moon in your solar plexus, in your 5th house. This is a powerful moon. So they have to do their rituals. We are going to do our own rituals as a collective, but kila mtu na huko. Mimi siwaambiangi tufanye pamoja kama kanisa, hapana. I just make you understand what is coming. Ufanye hapa usifanye, I don't care. Mimi nitafanya yangu. Hata usifanye na mimi, enda Google, write how to do a new moon in Leo ritual. Do it your own way, as long as we do it together. As a collective, if you are paying attention and you are very centered, will be that the next full moon, you are going to reap all those benefits in whichever way, shape, and form. Be it either a person, place, or thing, a situation or circumstance that happens for you. You may not actually understand that it's coming because of the new ritual, but when you jump on it, whatever your intention was becomes a reality. Enda pole pole, boss. Wacha kukimbilia ati, how do I activate my yod? Umesikia. Na hata pengine huko hujajua maneno ya yod before. So this is a perfect time. Sasa enda. Study the yod. What is this yod? What is, play with the Google esoteric meaning of yod. How can I, it's not hidden. It's not hidden. Then now when you have an idea, don't even run to do it now. Get even on YouTube. Look for people talking about the yod. Wacha nione kama kuna mtu anaongea about the yod. Sikuwe na kuambia kitu watu waongei. Sikuwe pengine ni mimi tu naongea. YouTube. Yod. Search. Hebrew letter meaning revealed. Part 10. By Eric Barton. Oh my God, do you have a finger of God? Imagine hata iko kwa YouTube, si ndio hiyo? Oh my God, do you have a finger of God? Si iko kwa YouTube. Lakini wewe unaendanga YouTube kuangalia nani? Kuangalia mimi sina maneno. Yod, finger of God. Si hiyo. Siko, unaona hata ziko YouTube baada zijui tunauliza, lakini wazungu wanaongea, nyinyi hakuna Mwafrika. Ukiweka Mwafrika utakuta arababashaka badambaja parahapapa arababashaka tapatapata. Arababababa nonsense. Ndio hiyo. Yod ndio hiyo, imejaa YouTube. Now go on YouTube. Don't listen to any of them. Listen to the one that resonates with you. Wanasema the yod in astrology and my spiritual awakening story. Imagine imejaa hapo. Mpaka kuna mtu amechora the triangle yenye tumeongelea, ndio hiyo yod. Yod in astrology reveals a fated destiny, the finger of God. North, south node yods, Uranus yod. Ziko hapo. All I can do is take you to the river, teach you how to make a cup. Now go and drink whatever you want. I don't have a religion. I don't even want you to listen to me. Even whatever I'm telling you, you should not even take it heavy because it's already coming from, it's being filtered through a man. Me. Meaning it's also coming from external. A light, an imagination, an illusion, a language, a thought. But the Bible tells you, what is within you, go within, sit in quiet. But at least sasa mimi nimekuambia, go do your research, then now go and meditate. Exodus 14:14. Then the answers will come to you, your own way. Don't do it my way. Don't do it Kenodia's way, your own way. And that's how now you practice spirituality, individuality. Spirituality is not a religion. Kumekucha. Always knew this is disappointing. Our show closes in Masai Mara don't belong to us. What school was that? Medicine, niko na kahawa ngong. Huyo to God meona esoteric number. When mshendo that was black then. Okay. Naoni kama hakuna maswali. I have to go and take my little girl somewhere. We've been live for over almost 2 hours. Thank you. Shikarabachiria penseri. Apana cheka mwenzako. I'm here to learn. You're opening our third eye. Your third eye has always been open. I'm not opening any of your eyes. Your third eye has never been calcified. You see, they lied to you that you are born with a calcified third eye. So by default, you believe that you have a calcified third eye. So now you go think, oh my God, I cannot use toothpaste. They create all these things for you to, they tango divide and conquer spell to make you get lost in these things. Never make these things hard. Easy to see ngumu. They are not hard. They are very easy and simple to understand. Don't make them hard. Don't try to look for books. It's very easy. They do this on purpose. And on that note, I'll ask you a question before I go, before I disappear. I'm going to ask you a question before I go. How deep do you think the divide and conquer spell has been practiced on you when it comes to culture? And this question I'm directing specifically to the Kikuyus in the house. How deep do you think it has gone? How deep do you think the divide and conquer has gone into your culture? Your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, that man you have been sleeping with, that woman you have been sleeping with, automatically becomes your sister, or your brother. You sleep with a woman today, she automatically becomes your sister. Not lover, not wife. Hizo mnasemanga ati yo tuko na ati sijui ni spiritual, sijui kama whatever. No, they become your sister. They become your brother. So if you're going to do any detaching ritual, the reason you miss the point is because you are detaching from them as a lover. You should do a ritual to detach from a brother or detach from a sister. That is now the exact meaning of the lost tribe, where you don't know how to detach. The question is, can you detach from your brother? Can you detach from your sister? And is your sister or brother or a sibling? Jina sibling ilitoka wapi? Define siblings in a family.
Here's the definition of sibling. Each of two or more children or offspring having one or both parents in common. A brother or sister.
Did you get that? Each or two each of 2 or more children. So kama wewe ni mtoto wa kipekee kwenyu, you are not a sibling. And most of you, when you look into your blood in your family, amufanani. Sister moja ni blood group A, mwingine ni B negative, mwingine ni Z, mwingine ni J. By default, unafaa kujua those are not your siblings. Each of 2 or more children or offspring. You are just offspringing from the same parent, but you are not siblings. Having one or both parents in common, a brother or sister. Who is the brother or sister? The father is the brother, the mother is the sister. My father has always supported my sibling and me. My father has always supported my sibling and me. Meaning, this is only my sibling if we share the same blood. Kama we ni the same blood na your brother, uko blood group A, brother ako ni blood group A, huyo ndio sibling. Kama mfanani damu, huyo sio sibling. Shit is deep. That is why in your family some of you have enemies. Some of you mnaitwa black sheep. Sasa imagine nitakunywa wapi? TikTok wakiona nikikunywa imagine watanifungia channel. Watasema ati you are practicing harmful nonsense. So you are suspending your life. However, kama ni mzungu atakunywa na akule na itakuwa suspended. Inaitangwa algorithm. Wakati Kibe alikuwa ameenda US na YouTube channel yake, it was very big because you are consuming. Thinking, hey, Kibe ako huko mnampenda. So Kibe, everybody thinks mnapenda Sugar Sammy juu ako. Ati, hey, unaona ukienda out of the country, yake wa Kenya wanakupenda, wanapenda ule mtu ameenda nje. No, inaitangwa algorithm. Your algorithm has been designed to push that which is alien, hata kama ni mtu wenyu wako huko. Hiyo ndio inakuanga for your P. That is what you're supposed to consume, not what is local. Na tunaelewa hivi. If I was to move with my page to another country, trust me, my live ingekuanga inafika 500,000 people watching. If I was in another country. Not because of anything else, but because of algorithm. Na other reasons zenye sita mention saa hizi kwa sababu nikimention saa hizi watajua. Wameweka picha hapa, nimeweka simu chini wakaleta sibling. Look at the example they have given you. Hebu niulize kwa nini wameweka mtoto amebeba mtoto Mwafrika na wameandika sibling. Mbona hawajaweka mzungu? Because they want you Africans to think that a sibling ni ubebange babako, ukue your brother's keeper, ukue your sister's keeper. Nakwambia dunia si ukweli. This is an artificial world. You see how they divine sibling for you? Wanakuwekea nini? Mtoto Mwafrika amebeba mtoto. So you be comfortable. Black tax. Yes, exactly. So you be comfortable carrying your black child kwa mgongo. Yet, hii haiwezi onyeshwa mzungu. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu kwa mzungu, this is child abuse. Kwa wazungu, hii inaitangwa parentification. Parentification, where a child, instead of being allowed to be a child, is made to be the parent of a child. But because they understand, venye nimekuambia, symbology and subliminal messaging based on you getting that cheap Bible, witchcraft practice on you of Noah and whatever, wanajua kikuwekea hii picture, you are not going to see anything wrong with this picture. You are going to accept that you're supposed to carry your brother instead of going to school. This word is fucked up. This is called child abuse in America. But when you're looking for the word sibling in Africa, itakuletea mtoto amebeba mtoto. Mama ya huu mtoto kama angekuwa US, angekuwa amefungwa jela ama Europe. but they understand subliminal messages based on location where you are. So this is okay to show to an African mind, because African minds are used to this kind of problems. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu wenye waliwaletea gospel walikuletea ile nonsense ya am I my brother's keeper? Na sham na ham. The people who saw their father's nakedness. Of course, if you are carrying your sister like this, ni kumaanisha babako ni mlevi na mamako ni malaya. They are not there to support you. Na wamewazaa watoto wengi. Kwa hivyo, also chances of you seeing your father's nakedness are high kama munaishi hivi as siblings. So that is the gospel that they are going to give you. Imagery. Ndio hiyo. Jewish intellect, understanding the word, Masonic art, the picture or the drawing or the paintings in the cave, and Jesuit inakuanga Jewish intellect, Masonic art, Jesuit, what is the third one? Inakuanga tatu. But they know utafikiria sibling ni kusaidia mtoto wako. But sibling haimaanishi hivyo. Nothing is a coincidence. This picture cannot pass anywhere in Europe. Hii picha haiwezi oneshana anywhere in Europe kwa sababu hii utafungwa. They are going to look for the father of these children and they are going to take the children away from them and take them to a home. But kwa sababu Afrika mnajulikana, hii ndio inaonekana kwa hii Google. Let me tell you. Okay? I haven't traveled internationally for the last, when is the last time I was in an international flight? 4 years ago. But let me tell you, when you are outside this country, when you land in these countries in Europe na kwengine, because even this phone, when I bought this phone, this is Nokia 6.1 double SIM. Hawakuleta double SIM Kenya. This was a double SIM Nokia. Safaricom walileta single SIM. This was a double SIM. When I bought this phone in Europe, so before ifike huku, I was Googling using this phone. The shit I was getting on this phone, nilikuwa na Google vitu mpaka nashindwa, wait. Yani simu ni mzuri hivi. It's not the phone, it's the algorithm. When I landed in JKIA and put in a Kenyan SIM card, everything changed. My Instagram changed. My social media changed. Things I used to see in Europe, I could no longer see them here. That is when I knew shit is deep. You're watching me on TikTok. If you are to use, mtu amekuja na simu ametoka majuu na sim card ya majuu akupee TikTok yake, uscroll TikTok yake, ayu utashangaa bona. Utamtambua sana, umwambie oh my god your phone, oh my god your TikTok, oh my god you are so amazing. Algorithm. When they Google, they don't see abuse, they don't see children carrying children, they don't see because they understand the power of symbology and subliminal messages. But where you are so used to seeing chaos, unaenda kugugu sibling, unaona mtoto amebeba mtoto. So what you see becomes you. Shit is deep. So that's why I keep telling you, unlearn, unlearn, and learn, and learn. And I keep telling you, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Stop beating yourself. You are beautiful people. These things have been designed before you came out of your mom's ass. The moment you came out of your mom's ass, already ulikuwa umepotea. From the first time you took your breath, you are indoctrinated. You have so much unlearning to do. And you have so much grace to give yourself. You are beautiful people. If only you know how beautiful you are and how amazing you are. But you can't tell when you are still in the matrix. Give yourself grace. Prepare affirmations for yourself. Every day ujipeange 2 affirmations. I'm a good person. I am happy. I deserve everything good in life. Because that is how much effort you need to put yourself for you to wake up. Your third eye is not calcified. Your third eye has been covered by subliminal messages you receive through your news, through your cartoons, through the images, to the point you have accepted that as your world. this is not the true world. I can't paint the true world for you. I cannot paint it for you because you don't even have that kind of canvas to see the world for. But if you were to see what the world was, this one, man, it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. The world is so peaceful. The world is so beautiful, but it's painted ugly on design. Give yourself grace every day. You are not a bad person. You are handsome. You are beautiful. You have everything you have ever wanted. So it becomes even harder for you to manifest things because your template, you are running on old firmware. Firmware yako ija update. You are still on 512 MB operating system. Bado uko kwa Microsoft 1. That is how. Bado unatumia diskette. Unakumbuka zile diskette za laptop? Bado unatumia diskette. Imagine that is how low you are. Uko kwa diskette. Imagine zile tukuanga kwa laptop kwa diskette. Na imagine the world we are now. Core i8. Core i15. Watu hujafika kwa Core i1. Uko hiyo operating system. I just want to give you a comparison on where you are spiritually. These people are ahead of you. So ahead. So ahead. Fuck location. They are also here on this location doing great things. It's mental. Location yako ni mental. Si physical, ni mental. I'm sitting with you right now in my car, talking to you. My mind is not here. Where I send my mind mentally, most of them are not even there. Most of the people who run the world look at me like, how did he get there? How did he get there? How? How do we get there? They can't get there because it takes charismatic gifts. And those gifts are not rewarded in this world because the way the template of this world does not reward those kind of gifts. The template of this world rewards people like Akina Oscar Sudi. Reward people like Akina Ruto. People who are taken to The Hague, they are called warlords. Warlords. Ukisikia mtu anaitwa warlord, ama ni fiamonga, ama ni mtu anaongea, tungeua watu wengi sana, ni venye 50 people would have died, venye tu we restrain. Who gives a shit? And who allows you to speak like killing people is normal? You are a nobody, Oscar Sudi. You are a nobody. I can piss in your mouth. You are a nobody. You are shit. To be saying ati maneno ingekuwa mbaya tungeua. Ungeua ukiwa kama nani wewe? You are a nobody. You are a nobody. You are a nobody to be speaking ati mungeua watoto. You have no authority to take any life. Yet those are the people you are giving shows. Akina Kingori, government projects, unaitanga celebrities. Akina Kingori, hao ndio wale watu wanaonanga ni walete kwa studio, waringie na saa za 17 million. It is a 17 million watch. I'm telling you, ile pombe ilikuwa pale, unatuambia maneno ya pombe. 150 million shillings pombe, unakuja turingia na pombe wewe. But that's your world. That's the normal thing to be speaking about in your world. That's how fucked up your world is. We are talking of 17 million watches. We are talking of we could have killed so many. We are talking of my club pombe yangu ilikuwa 150 million. Wait a minute. Am I in the wrong world? But that is what you normalize. That is what is trending. That is what is on your TV. What? Ama, you guys, just tell me. Just tell me. Ama, you don't see anything wrong with that. Ama, that's supposed to be normal thing for someone to speak like he can kill. Remember, he's a nobody. You have employed him. You have put him there. He's a nobody. Sijui kama una get what I'm saying. He's a nobody. You voted. He's a nobody. You make him somebody. He's a nobody. You can wake up tomorrow and make him a nobody. You get it? Wacha tutumie Google Lens tuone isa. Ni ya nini sasa unaangalia wewe stupid man King'ori? Tusaidie na nini hata kama ni 100 million? Inasaidia na nini sasa? You are wearing a clock, but do you know what the time we are living on? You don't have the time. You have the watch. You don't have the time. We are the watchers of the West. That's what I'm going to say. We are the watchers of the West. Endo usome kitabu ya Enoch. Ujue who are the watchers of the West. Okay? I have to go anyway. Shout out to my beautiful moderator, sending you positive energy to feel good. You can all go and follow my beautiful moderator. He said, make sure it's not. Forget about Sudi. Don't even give him attention. I piss on his name. That's a story for another day. One day we'll talk about warlords. Warlords. You are ruled by warlords. Warlords. Warlord is not what you think it means kwa hii dunia. Ati, you know, Museveni is a warlord. No, it's spiritual. But I don't want to jump into that. But let me just leave an introduction. Define a warlord.
This is the definition of award. Give or order the giving of something as an official payment, compensation, or prize to someone.
Not a word, bullshit. Definition of a warlord.
Here's the
definition of a warlord.
This is the
Definition of a warlord. Of course. Huwezi toa hiyo.
This is the definition.
Let me type. Shut up. Najua huwezi. Algorithm. Warlord. Nani wana Google warlord? Algorithm. Jega wa mudak. Oh shit. Don't read it out aloud. He goes live. Warlord meaning. Who is a warlord? A military commander, especially an aggressive regional commander with individual autonomy. The mountains were commanded by ferocious and imposing warlords. Taki your definition yako Google. Let me show you what is a warlord. You have to know how to search. It's not what you do, it's how you do. It's not what you search, it's how you search. What is the purpose of a warlord? No, I don't want the purpose. Yes. Ata it's even highlighted. It's to control a small territory within a country. But then say itatupeleka into defining a country. You see, you think a country in Kenya. Define a country.
This is the definition of country. A nation with its own government, occupying a particular territory.
So you think Kenya is a country? So I have a question to ask you. What is country music? Nasema Kenya, my country. What is country music? Why would you use the word country in country music and country in Kenya? Nitaachia hapo kwa sasa. Let me go and spend time with my daughter. Because she deserves the love. He said, make sure it's not fake one. Gen Z hawatambui, hawabudu mtu yeyote. Shout out to Pluto Sagittarius, the Gen Z. Our parents ndio hawalan. Once their net worth is millions and we have nothing. Who told you have nothing? Money is printed. Listen. Money is printed. We give meaning to that paper. Without you, there's no money. Wacha kusema you have nothing. You have everything. It's just that you have been played a mental witchcraft. Nimewambia, mukitaka kesho Ruto ajiuzuru. Kesho. Saturday on the 3rd. Mukasema by 12 p.m. ayuko kazi. Si by force. Amuke tu hivi musikie, ameita press usikie. Ladies and gentlemen, I have decided to resign. And anyway, wacha tuache hiyo maneno. Amuwezi fika hapo, bado mko mbali. You need another maybe 700 years of reincarnations to become together as a... You need to create that. Hii dogi imezalia huku, sitaki huku. Imeenda wapi? Wewe. I have enough stray dogs in my compound. Sitaki umbwa zijae huku hivyo. So I have to go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Shout out for everyone who was in the comment section, everyone who was liking the live or shared the live. What about what they say that manifesting is demonic? Ni sawa, kama manifesting is demonic, then I don't even know why you would want to have a car, because having a car is manifesting, having a house is manifesting. You being on my live is you manifested to be on my live, so sijui demonic imekuja imetokelea wapi. Ni sawa? Yeah, even your pastor manifests all the money you take to him. We'll get deeper into manifesting na vitu kama hizo. We have so much to learn, but then again, I don't know, maybe I need another like 4 handsets. Nikuwe naeka handset, inaenda Instagram, inaenda YouTube, inaenda Facebook, inaenda TikTok, inaenda 5 channels, na inaenda, what do you call it? Podcasting. Alafu niweke internet high speed kama ya 5000, so I can stream on all 5 channels. Maybe that is actually that's a good idea. 5 pillars. I name one phone business, ingine religion. That can be a good idea. Actually, that's a good idea. I should be going 5 channels on one. 5 on 1. 5 on 1. That sounds a beautiful thing. 5 on 1. 5 channels. Wait a minute. How would it feel like to have 5 girls at the same time? 5 on 1. Interesting. Not a threesome, 5 on 1. 5 girls and me. Esoterically speaking, 5 feelings and my thoughts. Sasa najua already umeanza kufanya physicality, like, oh my God, there is Jenga wa Mudhaka, someone is sitting on his face. He has both his hands full. And yeah, I'm talking about the mind. You're getting somewhere. Keep doing your part. Occupy the space. How about the new Kenyan notes? Have a beautiful day. Oh, you have Kenyan news? I didn't know you. Oh, shit. I didn't know you have Kenyan notes that are new. Mimi nimeonyesha za kitambo. Let me see. Kenyan new notes. I knew something was coming. Kenyan new notes. I need to get my hands on them. Images. Wapi sijaona any new notes? Wapi? There's no new notes. Munaenda dunia ya digital. Hamwezi kuwa na new notes. There's nothing. I can't see new notes unless I'll find them, maybe zimetoka. Sa, reject maisha namba. Maisha namba ni nini? Mimi hata huduma namba si kuchukua. I didn't even... Acha niache kuongea sana. Saizi wanatafuta anything. Each one teach one. Do have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao. End this live.